Someone took my brand new Raptor for a joyride. My 2024 Raptor just got to my dealer today, but it had 70 miles on it. It was covered in dirt, rock chips, dents, and scratches.
0, 1. Let's get started.
My dealer is ordering me a new one and giving me $5,000 off, and they're reviewing their security cameras, and they're going to fire whoever was driving it. If it wasn't driven by them, they said they'll report it to Ford. Now, I'm fine with waiting. I have other cars, but it's already been like 5 months for this one. Does anybody know how long it will be for the new one? They said the old one was like a priority level 10, and the new one is a level 4. I have no idea what that means, but hopefully the wait isn't long. Priority level is just something we assign when we order a vehicle from Ford. When they put it on a priority level 4 is the second highest. So that's getting it moving. It sucks, but a Raptor is supposed to be dented, crashed, and made to have fun. Though I get that you didn't do it, but the new one you'll be getting, hopefully, you'll actually scratch, dent, and jump. Because that's what they're made for. Man, first thing I'd like to do is just kind of from a guy at the dealership's perspective, just thank you for not just blasting this dealership and being able to work with them in a really, what's a crappy situation for everybody, for you, for them, for your sales guy. I mean, that's not an easy call to tell a customer. I mean, just little problems sometimes. People just, so on their behalf, thank you for working with them and letting them try to make it right. Now, I'll tell you a funny story. Could it have been some in the dealership? Possibly. But also what's happened is we've had stuff come in that's caked with mud and in similar condition from time to time because through the old stuff, there's been shortages of everything from chips to parts and recalls and quality control things. So with F-150s and Broncos and whatnot, there have been issues where things weren't really ready to be sent out, but they built all these trucks. So they put them in these big holding lots, which are just basically, call it a cow pasture, if you will. And they sit there, and they could be 5, 10, 15 miles away from the factory, and they get drove over there. And then suddenly it's ready to get worked on, and they drive it back over here, and maybe they can only do part of the work today, and then So it could get driven, and who knows how they drive it sometimes. Because we here at our dealership have had stuff come in like that. So it's very possible that that's what happened. It's also possible that you're right. Somebody from the dealership did do it. I worked at a dealership not too long ago that the pre-delivery inspection guy and one of the other salespeople and a couple other people took a Raptor Bronco out. And I was going to lunch and I was sitting there, why is it sitting there at the four-way stop with the flashers on? And it really wasn't ready to be on the road yet, but they were excited and did something to the brake system. Fortunately, that wasn't a customer's car. It was an order type 2, which means it's for inventory, it's a retail piece. But that's possibly what could have happened to your vehicle and why it has the mileage. And don't forget, the damage though, I mean, the mud and stuff could have came from that. The damage, who knows what happens. Sometimes on rail cars, things get crazy. So for instance, Denver and Dallas have had huge hailstorms, but in Denver, the rail yard, as I understand, got hit by softball-sized hail. And so there's vehicles there that are completely totaled. They won't even get sold as hail-damaged cars, from what I understand. Whereas, maybe some that get hit by more golf ball-sized hail they'll discount the heck out of them and sell them as hail-damaged cars. But you sometimes never know what happens on the rail. And unfortunately, I came into the car business from the construction trades, and it's just sad. But even like going to McDonald's, like I had to think, getting off the beaten track here, but unfortunately, the state of some labor in the United States is just that people don't care anymore. They see something, they don't care, it's not my problem. They just move the problem right on down the line. Like, I don't know, I had to stop at McDonald's for something this morning, and I had put in the mobile order on the app, and I took a minute to talk to the manager before I left because as I'm standing near the counter, but over by the registers, not where you'd pick up the orders from. I'm kind of just hanging out there. And like for the last few years since the old started, you almost have to assault somebody to get service at the counter. And this young man turns, sees me, stops what he's doing, comes over and goes, "Hey, can I help you, sir?" And I go, "Oh, I put in a mobile order, but I'm good, buddy." I had to let his manager know, "Hey, I sincerely appreciate that because, like I said, it seems like you have to almost assault somebody to get help at a McDonald's even anymore." So I felt like I needed to say thank you and let them know at least they're doing a good job, because unfortunately the people at McDonald's are taking a lot of crap for the decisions being made and statements being made by their CEO and the corporation, not necessarily by restaurant owners, employees, and franchisees. They're at the mercy of what the McDonald's corporation decides, and they get a lot of crap. So I feel like when people like that do a good job, it's worth saying. So, but unfortunately, every industry is suffering from people that just don't care. I go in there sometimes and you go to order and they see you and it's like, customer. Oh. And unfortunately, your truck, that could have been what happened. Somebody just saw it and said, "I don't give a crap. Put it on the car, put it on the train, let's go." Anyways, thank you again for being cool about it. And I'm sure you probably lost your mind for a minute, but that's possibly what happened. Because it's not, it's rare. I shouldn't say it's rare. It's uncommon, but not super uncommon.